Amidst ongoing tensions and a backdrop of escalating conflict, U.S. President Donald Trump has announced a potential turning point in his relationship with Russian President Vladimir Putin. In a recent development, Trump has revealed plans to meet Putin in Hungary following a very productive phone call that yielded great progress in their discussions. This announcement comes as a surprise, especially considering the strained relations between the two countries, particularly in the context of the Ukraine war. The conversation between Trump and Putin marked a significant shift in their diplomatic engagement. It was the first phone call between the two leaders since mid-August, and it resulted in an agreement to hold face-to-face talks in Hungary. This development is particularly intriguing given the timing, as it coincides with Ukraine's President Zelensky's impending visit to the White House, where discussions about arming Ukraine with Tomahawk missiles are expected to take center stage. During the call, Trump and Putin reportedly spent a significant portion of their time discussing trade between Russia and the United States, with a focus on the potential for economic cooperation once the war in Ukraine is resolved. This shift in focus from military to economic relations is notable, especially considering the ongoing conflict and the potential for further escalation. The Hungarian Prime Minister, Viktor Orban, has expressed optimism about the planned meeting, describing it as great news for the peace-loving people of the world. However, he also emphasized the importance of patience, strength, and humility in achieving peace, suggesting that Europe must adopt a more cooperative stance towards Russia. This perspective highlights the complex dynamics at play and the challenges of finding a peaceful resolution to the Ukraine crisis. Trump's approach to the Ukraine war has been a subject of scrutiny, with some critics arguing that his stance has been too lenient towards Russia. The failed summit in Alaska in August, where Trump and Putin met face-to-face, failed to produce a decisive breakthrough in peace negotiations. Since then, Trump has taken a tougher line, signaling a potential shift in his strategy. The upcoming meeting in Hungary is a significant development, but it also raises questions about the effectiveness of such diplomatic efforts. Critics argue that Trump's approach has been inconsistent, with a tendency to make bold promises that are not always followed through. For instance, Trump set a deadline for Putin to agree to a ceasefire, but this threat was not pursued when Putin agreed to meet in Alaska. As the situation unfolds, the international community will be closely watching the outcome of the meeting in Hungary. The potential for a peaceful resolution to the Ukraine crisis remains uncertain. But the dialogue initiated by Trump and Putin is a crucial step in the right direction. The world awaits to see whether this meeting will lead to a breakthrough in negotiations and a path towards a more stable and peaceful future for Ukraine and the region.